Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to Daily Code Buffer. In this video we are going to see how to deploy the Spring Boot application to AWS Beanstalk. So let's jump into it. Please subscribe to my channel and click on bell notification to get notified of all new videos. So for this, let's create a simple Spring Boot application. Okay, let's go to Spring Initializer. You will select the language as Java, version is 2.3.1. We'll change the group to Daily Code Buffer. The example 2, Spring Boot, Elastic Beanstalk. Let's change this to AWS. Okay, and my packaging would be jar file and my Java version is 11. Let's add the Spring Web dependency and click on generate the project, and let's open this project in IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, we have opened the project over here. Let's create one basic home controller that will be having one endpoint. Okay, we'll create a basic controller. We'll annotate with REST controller public string return this app is deployed to Elastic Beanstalk by Daily Code Buffer. Okay, we'll map this with get mapping. Okay, with a root URL. Now let's see the architecture of the Beanstalk. So in the previous tutorial we saw that we deployed a Spring Boot application to Amazon EC2 instance using S3 bucket. So there what we did was we created the application, we put that application in S3 bucket, we created an EC2 instance, and then we pull that application from S3 bucket to our environment and we run the application. Okay, so there are a lot of moving parts in this. Now in Elastic Beanstalk, what it provides is it provides a default environment to run our application. Okay, so there are multiple environments that we can choose from, like Node.js environment, Java, Tomcat, .NET, and multiple Golang, etc. So there we just have to provide what type of configuration or environment we are using, and internally it will create the environment for us. So basically under the hood what it will do is it will spin up the EC2 instance for us, it will create a S3 bucket for us, it will place the application into that S3 bucket, and it will deploy from that S3 bucket to our EC2 instance. So this is all done by the Elastic Beanstalk service, so we don't have to take care of all those things. Okay, so this will be a pretty easy task to deploy our application. One caveat here is Elastic Beanstalk works on the port 5000. Okay, but our default Spring Boot application runs on port 8080. So let's change the application port so that it can be directly been executed in Elastic Beanstalk. So in the application.properties we will change server.port to 5000. Okay, now let's run this application locally first. We'll run this application. Okay, you can see that the application is started. Okay, let's go to the browser. We'll do localhost and 5000. Okay, you can see that the app is working. This app is deployed to Elastic Beanstalk by Daily Code Buffer. This is in local as of now. Let's move it to Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, let's terminate this, and now we need to create an jar file out of it. Okay, so let's go to terminal. Okay, and then we'll write the maven command mvn clean install. Okay, so let it create the jar file for us. Okay, meanwhile we'll go to Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, we'll open our AWS console. You can create the AWS account. It's totally free for 1 year. You just have to give your credit card information, so it will charge 2 rupees for it. Okay, and that will be reverted back. Okay, so let's log in. Okay, you can see that we are logged into our AWS console. Okay, so just go to the services over here, go to Elastic Beanstalk, or you can search from here as well. Okay, Elastic Beanstalk. Just open this. Now if you have already created the application, it will show up here, but if you haven't created, this will be the home page, and there it will prompt us to create the application. Just click on the create application, and here we need to provide bunch of details to create our environment and application. So let's start with the application name. So application name we will give is whatever we have defined in here. We can give the same name over here, right? Spring Boot Elastic Beanstalk. Now these are the application tags. So these are the application tags that you can add to identify your application, your environment with different types of tag. Okay, we can skip it for now because that is not useful for this configuration, but that is useful for identifying what is your application and all the different things. Okay, now the main part, the platform, which platform you are using. So as I told you earlier, there are a lot of platforms available and the environment from which we can spin up the EC2 instances. As we are having a Spring Boot application built on Java, we'll choose Java over here, and based on that platform branch and version we need to select. Okay, you can see that bunch of versions we are getting: Java 7, 8, Corretto 8, Corretto 11. As we are running on Java 11, we'll be selecting Corretto 11. If you are using Java 8 or Java 7, you can select accordingly. Okay, now application code. Now we need to select the upload your code over here. Okay, just choose the file over here from the local. Let's select it and wait for a couple of seconds to upload. Okay, the file is uploaded successfully. Now let's create application. So you can see that we are getting a log console over here. Okay, so it will print the different logs that has been happening for this particular environment. So you can see that it has started the Amazon S3 storage bucket to store our file. Okay, you can see that it has created a security group. So as I told you earlier, it will create a bunch of resources that is been required to create the entire environment and to deploy our application. So all the manual tasks that which we are creating, like creating EC2 instance, S3 bucket, security group, or everything, that is been done by Elastic Beanstalk. So you can see that we got the Elastic IP as well, static IP. So we can use this for registering to our domain name. So this will take a few minutes to complete. So let's wait for this. Okay, you can see that it's coming, waiting for EC2 instance to launch. So now it's creating EC2 instance for us. You can see that the application is available and added to the instance. Okay, you can see that the application is been deployed successfully. Okay, you can see the health of our application is okay. So these are the bunch of steps or events that is been occurred for our environment. Okay, now you can see that this is the link for our application. Okay, let's open it. You can see that our application is deployed successfully. You can see that this app is deployed to Elastic Beanstalk by Daily Code Buffer, and this is the DNS for that Beanstalk. Now let's do one thing. Let's change something to our application and deploy a newer version of it. Okay, let's go to our IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, let's go to our basic controller. Let's change this message. Okay, this app is deployed to Elastic Beanstalk by Daily Code Buffer. We'll change subscribe to Daily Code Buffer. Okay guys, please do subscribe, it will help us. Okay, now let's build the application again. MVN clean install. Okay, so application has been built successfully. Now let's go to our Elastic Beanstalk and let's redeploy the application. Okay, now you can see that there is a button called upload and deploy, right? So click on that. Okay, click on the choose file version, click on the new file. Okay, and then version label. Okay, so you can see that the version number 1 has been added. Okay, and deploy. So now what it will do, we have environment already, right, and we have application. So this will be treated as a new application and will be deployed to the same environment. You can see that all the different events been occurring to our environment. Okay, so you can see that environment update completed successfully. Okay, so let's go to our application and let's refresh it. Okay, you can see that the newer application is been deployed. We're getting subscribed to Daily Code Buffer. So this way we can deploy our new application to our Beanstalk. So let's say there is some issue in your new application, you found some bug and you need to revert it back. Okay, so to revert your application back to the previous version which you have, So how we can do that? So for that, just go to the application versions you have, okay, over here on the left panel. Just go over there and it will show you the list of versions available. Here you can see that there are 2 versions available, okay, date created, sources and deployed to. You can see that this one doesn't have any deployed to, it is blank because we have only one environment, and in that environment this particular version is been deployed. Okay, now if you want to redeploy the earlier version, previous version, so you just click on this and go to actions and click on deploy. That's it, nothing else. And here you need to choose your environment. We have only one environment, so default it will be that only. Click on deploy and the new version will be deployed. Go to environments, go to Elastic Beanstalk, and here all the events will be occurring. You can see that environment updated successfully. Now if we go to our application and refresh, you can see that the older code is been deployed again. Okay, so this is a very easy thing to work with Spring Boot applications with Elastic Beanstalk. So suppose you found some bug and because of that reason only we just deployed our previous version. Okay, but if you want to see the logs, what's happening under the hood, what are my logs printing and all those things. Okay, so for that you just have to go to logs over here on the left panel. Okay, and then you can request for the logs. Just click on request logs and you can request full logs or last 100 lines. Okay, accordingly let's just request for last 100 lines and you can see that it's been requested. Now click on this download file and you can see that the logs will be open in the new tab. Now you can see all the logs for your application. Okay, and this way you can identify the issues, exceptions occurred in your application. So there are a bunch of different things available to configure your environments. Okay, so you can see that in the health you can see the status of your application. Currently it is okay. You can monitor your application as well. What is your CPU utilizations, max network outputs and all the different things over here. So this way we can use Elastic Beanstalk to deploy any of the applications which we have. Currently we did everything from the UI of the AWS. These all things can be done by CLI tool also. So there is a Elastic Beanstalk CLI tool from AWS that you can use, and with the commands you can do this all the operations. So this can entirely be automated via CI/CD pipeline as well. So you can check that out as well. So that's it in this video. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, smash that like button and we will see you in the next video.